Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. I got my 3 favorite plays for you in this one. We're talking World Cup action, man. It's the biggest sporting event in the world. So we're talking my 3 favorite picks for the World Cup. First up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free to do. And now let's talk about the recap from the day before. We had a lot of people actually, or a couple of people in yesterday's video saying that they don't like the recaps. I'm going to say this straight up, man. I'm always going to recap my wins, my losses, my draws, no matter what happens, because I want to be 100% transparent, because that's what 99% of people on the internet do not do. They hide their losses and they boast their wins. This is what so many people do. So many cappers do this. We're not one of them, guys. I show every single play, every single win, every single loss. If you want to skip the recap, by all means, just skip ahead to the picks. I really couldn't care less. Now, let's talk about what happened yesterday right here. We sent out 9 PrizePicks slips and we only cashed out 2 of them. Now, that might sound like we are absolutely horrible at betting, but actually, no. We are very, very profitable on this day because the plays that we cashed were long shot plays. This was an 8x right here that we cashed out using correlated World Cup picks, which we're going to talk about today, and correlated Counterstrike picks, which we have used for years now. And this was another 9x play using correlated League of Legends and correlated Counterstrike. These are both esports, by the way, which is video games, and we've profited a ridiculous amount on them. It is probably my #1 favorite thing to bet on, not naming the World Cup right now. So 9 PrizePicks slips, but 2 of them cashed out. One of them paid us an 8x, one of them paid us a 9x. So then even though we went down 9 units to enter in all our plays, the 9x brought us back up to even, and the 8x was 8 units of profit right on top. And we came really close to having an even better day. Brawlin right here missed by literally 1 kill, which is super unfortunate. This one right here was kind of unfortunate too. Hyde went crazy in like the last minute of the game and then went off. And I want to be clear, guys, we're going to have slips that look like this. And I absolutely love a slip that looks like this. You might go, this guy's an idiot. Why is he talking about a 0 of 4, talking like it's a good thing? Well, first of all, 99% of cappers are never going to show you that they actually missed all their PrizePicks slips. So first of all, we're transparent there. Second of all, the reason why this is good is because it's showing that it's still correlated. Here we're taking 2 guys in the under in League of Legends, and we need these 2 guys to hit in the same direction, right? We need them to be correlated, meaning that the direction that you go, your teammate's also going to go that direction. If you go under, your teammate's going to go under. If you go over, your teammate's going to go over. In this case, we took the unders, but the overs hit, but they still hit in the same direction. If we took the overs, but the unders hit, but they still hit in the same direction. Because what we need here is just 2 things to happen. We need in this case, T1 to have a bad game, and then they'll both go under. T1 actually ended up winning the series, so they had a great game, and they went on the over. And then here we need Germany to not control the ball as much as projected. And they actually didn't control the ball as much as projected. Curacao had a decent amount of possession, more than was expected. And in this case, because Germany did not have as much of the ball that they thought they were going to, they both want to be under on their pass attempts. So this is super, super crucial things to understanding our strategies. We're taking a 4-man on PrizePicks and we're turning it into a 2-man just like that because these are correlated picks. Now, on the YouTube slip, unfortunately, Alicia Gray went on the over, but we did cash out our 2 World Cup picks, man. This is another instance of our World Cup plays just going crazy because our World Cup plays are correlated 2-mans, which we obviously stack into a 3-man in this case. 3-man will be today, and then a 4-man's on the VIP. We go crazy with this stuff. And if you guys want to see this, and you might go, okay, maybe this is just one day, right? He cashed out, he sent out 4-man plays, he cashed out 2 of them. Guys, this happens a lot. This entire month. This is a screenshot of Pickett, by the way, which is a third-party bet tracker that all your favorite cappers know about this app. And if they're not showing you this app, that's because they got something to hide. I'm just going to be straight up with you. They all know about this app. And if they're not showing you a screenshot of their Pickett, they have something to hide, or maybe it looks really red. So here, in June 2026, we're up 48 units, and we've barely just started, literally 2 weeks into the month. Here we're having huge days. We're having, honestly, it looks like we have maybe more red days than green days. A little bit more red days than green days. Maybe even. But the point is, we lose a decent amount too. We lose a lot of plays, right? Today we lost 7 plays and we only hit 2 of them, but they're going to make up because it is a long shot strategy. Now, all you got to do in order to get on the VIP is super easy. Once you're on the VIP, you just copy the PrizePicks plays. I send out an image, I send out a link, boom, you copy it. It's that easy. If you guys want to lock in on the VIP, go over to the Winnable. This is winnable.com/bam. It's the first link in the pinned comments. And you guys can go over to the VIP right here. If you guys sign up on the monthly, using code MAX, I just opened up a couple more slots on this. You can get it on the VIP for half off. Additionally, if you guys want to sign up on the 3-day, you guys can use code HOTSTREAK. This is one of the best discounts I've run in a while. And you guys can hop on just for 3 days, but for literally $10. So make sure you guys are locked in over there. Get it on the VIP. It is ridiculously cheap right now. Use code HOTSTREAK to get in on the $10. for 3 days, and then use code MAX to get on the month pass for half off. So lock it over there. And now let's talk about the World Cup Challenge. This is something I've been running on the VIP, exclusive VIP picks, just giving you guys straight picks for the World Cup. We're trying to turn 2,500 bucks into 5,000 right now. Our Kalshi account is sitting at just a little under 2,900, so pretty good. And day one, we had a good profitable day, 2-0. Day two, more profit. Day three, we actually went break even exactly. And then day four, it looks like we're at a profit just under 2 units. Ecuador was a big play that we ended up losing. I actually put quite a bit on that, and unfortunately didn't come through. We cashed out this one, cashed out this one, cashed out this one. We're still looking very good. And if you guys want to get in on the VIP for free, I had somebody do this yesterday, already cashing out picks with us. If you guys want to get on the VIP for free, sign up on Kalshi using code FFBAM, deposit at least 30 bucks into your account, and then you're good to go. Drop a comment on this video saying, yo, I just signed up for Kalshi, and I'll get you on the VIP for free. It's that easy. All you gotta do is sign up on Kalshi using code FFBAM, deposit at least 30 bucks, and then you are good to go. Now, let's talk about the picks for today. Well, actually, first up, Discord. Gotta mention this real quick. I drop in free plays in here every single day. We actually dropped in a combo play for the World Cup and it cashed out. So make sure you guys are in the Discord. It's free to join. That'll be the top link in the comments of this video. Now, let's talk about what's happening today in the World Cup. We're going to go over to passes attempted. You guys know what's going on. We're going to go over to Federico Valverde. We're going to go to Rodrigo Bentancur here. And we're taking them both on the over on their passes attempted tonight against Saudi Arabia. These guys both play for Uruguay, and they are both the central midfielders of this team. So let's break down what passes attempted really is. Pass attempted is when you kick the ball to one of your teammates. Most of the time it gets there, sometimes it doesn't, right? It is what it is. Just a pass in soccer is something that happens hundreds of times per game, right? The best teams, or like the most possession heavy teams, sometimes can get up to 400 passes in a singular game. In this case, Uruguay will dominate possession almost certainly. The Saudi Arabia team is not one to dominate possession. Am I saying they're bad? No, I actually think they're a little bit better than people expect. But they're more of a counterattacking team. They, pack a punch when they do get the ball, but they rarely press as hard as top teams to try to get the ball back. A lot of times they'll just sit in a low block and let other teams come towards them. So in this case, Uruguay are playing, if you just look up the Uruguay World Cup formation right here, I can show you guys what it's going to look like. This is the projected lineup, and even if it doesn't look exactly like this, it'll look very similar to this. We're taking Federico Valverde and Rodrigo Bentancur on the overs. Now, why are we doing this? These guys literally play right next to each other on the field. Literally right next to each other. These guys are going to bounce balls off each other so much, and if Uruguay controls possession, these guys will get a lot of passes back and forth. A ton of passes back and forth. They both play in that central midfield area. If you want to do one better, you could also run a Bentancur and Ugarte right here. You can go for Ugarte, Manuel Ugarte, going up, obviously, in the exact same game. And what are we doing here? Because this guy's Ugarte right here. If you guys want, that'll be the official play. Sure, Ugarte and Bentancur. If that's easier to explain, we're taking these guys. Note, I don't really care too much about the exact player we're taking. I just want them to be close to each other on the field because that means they're going to be correlated together. What does correlation mean? It's very simple. When one player hits, the other player is more likely to hit. So in this case, if Rodrigo Bentancur goes for 80 passes, say, and easily smacks his over, what had to happen? What things had to happen in the game in order for him to get 80 passes? Well, first of all, you're going to have to have the ball a lot. Second of all, they had to be passing it around a lot. Third of all, usually they're passing around a lot in the midfield. Those are kind of the same thing, I guess, because obviously they're going to use the midfield to build up. So if those things are happening, in order to get Bentancur to get 80 passes or anything above 63, then what also will those things do? Those same three things will help Ugarte get 60 or more passes, or in this case, 55 or more passes. What does Ugarte need? He needs Uruguay to have the ball. He needs them to pass around a lot and have the ball a lot in the midfield. Those are the exact same three things that help Bentancur cash. Those are the exact same three things that will help Ugarte cash. This can really just be narrowed down to one thing, which is Uruguay controls possession. If Uruguay controls possession, not only will Bentancur cash, but Ugarte will likely cash as well. The only way this can go desperately wrong or horribly wrong is if one of them gets subbed out mid-game, which it is pretty rare for guys of this caliber, especially if, getting subbed out super early before they've even cashed their line. So that's why I like both of these guys together on the over. It is, once again, a correlated two-man. I don't know how many times I need to say this. We are taking in this case, we're taking a 3-man pick on PrizePicks. We're actually just taking two things, right? These two things can be summed up with one bet. We're only betting on Uruguay having possession. And then as a result of that, we're going to get 2 things that'll cash out from it. And if they don't, we're going to get 2 things that are red because of it, right? So that's why I was saying I like when it looks like this, because that means it was 2 reds, 2 reds. I see this as pretty much the exact same as 2 greens, 2 greens. We just picked the right direction in this. Now, let's get into play number 3. We're going to go over to the Spain game, and it's going to be Lamine Yamal here to score a goal. We're going to keep it very, very simple. I like Lamine Yamal here a lot to get off to a hot start. He is the best player in the world pretty definitively. You could say he's top 3. I would obviously say he's top 3. He might even be the best player in the world, and this tournament will cement that, who the best player in the world actually is. I love Lamine Yamal a ton in this one. They're going up against Cabo Verde or Cape Verde, who are a bottom 2 to 3 team in the entire World Cup, and there's 48 teams in this World Cup, so it's a huge one. They're one of the worst teams in the entire World Cup. Spain, on the other hand, are a tournament favorite to win the World Cup. They're right up there with France. They're basically neck and neck right now in the favorites race. So what's going to happen here? Spain is going to score a ton of goals. Spain's going to get a lot of passes. Spain's going to have a lot of shots. Spain's going to be very, very clinical going up against a team like Cape Verde. And a good example of what this would look like is this. This is exactly what happened today. Well, I'm saying today. I'm recording this on Sunday. This is exactly what happened yesterday on Sunday when Germany played up against Curacao. Curacao are on the 85th best team in the entire world, right? Germany, on the other hand, are a top 10 team. Period, end of story. They're a top 10 team, and they scored 7 goals. Curacao scored 1. So one of Germany's midfielders scored, one of their center backs scored. Kai Havertz, their main striker, scored twice. Musiala, another attacking mid, scored once. Brown scored once. Undav, their backup striker, who got subbed into the game, scored as well. So many guys ate on Germany because they were a very, very good team going up against a team that is not that good, really just excited to be in the World Cup. They're not at all a contender. In this case, it's the exact same thing except pushed to a further extent. Cape Verde are very bad as well. Maybe not as bad as Curacao, but they are very, very bad. And Spain is leagues better than Germany. It might not sound like much, Spain being top 2, Germany being top 10. It is a huge difference. So I expect Spain to score probably 4 or more goals in this case, and Lamine Yamal to be on the end of one of them is a very, very good look. So that's all I got for this one. These are going to be the 3 picks for the day: Bentancur, Ugarte, and Yamal. If one of these guys is taken away, you can pair it up with Valverde instead. But the point is, we're taking guys on Uruguay to go on the over on passes attempted because I like them to control the ball a lot against Saudi Arabia. That's all I got for this one. Drop a comment if it didn't make any sense. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Seriously, I say that a lot. I do mean it. And let's make some money on the World Cup on Monday.